Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Imperator Rome. Here today on the channel, we're going to be starting episode 15 of my Roman Empire series. Here today, we're going to be declaring war upon Egypt and their mad queen, hopefully ending the war of all wars. So guys, if you like the sound of that and want to ensure more content on the channel, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're around here with notifications on, and let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. It is currently the 10th of January 99 CE. In the last episode, we managed to conquer and take Dacia here, most of the territory over the Danube. They even had some territory further in the sort of eastern northern part here, but I've mustered my legions to go against Egypt. Now, Egypt, interestingly enough, over the last couple of episodes have been very much in a political instability nightmare. Turmoil is rife throughout the country. So they do currently have a new queen. They did have Nico in the last episode. She actually died to succumbed to brain damage. I wonder how that was sort of inflicted. I wonder. So also her brother succumbed to a highly stressful environment. So, going to Ptolemy, there was an unbroken line of male Egyptian rulers, pharaohs, if you will. They are currently in the empire standing, but now there's been two queens rise to the throne, and we need security in our lands. We need the security of the Roman breadbasket, which is Egypt. Look at all this glorious territory here. Now, Egypt have done quite well in this campaign. They've actually expanded and conquered north here, even westward into Greece. So Pergamon is mostly under their control, Anatolia and whatnot. Crete isn't, even though they're a similar colour. They have currently held the city of Athens under impunity, I guess, for some time now. So this is a really crucial support. So we've roughly got about 2 million cohorts again. Most of the front line is going to be pushing over sort of the Byzantium Nicomedia territory here, then Pergamon in the south, and when we have to deal with their Greek territories here as well. So in the last episode, we dealt with Dacia. Now we have a new emperor as well. Arrhenius Julius Libo, 55 years of age. His father before him was Cossus, who was the conqueror of Scandinavia and Dacia. He was the mastermind for this plan against Egypt. Unfortunately, he died as well, but he did die at 77, I believe it was. So obviously, Arrhenius Lucius Libo is from an unbroken line all the way back to the early days of the Roman Republic. Lucius Julius Libo. I have a brother who is Celius. He's 18 now, and there's a bit of an age difference between me and him. He's only my half-brother technically, but still a Lucius Libo at the end of the day. I've also got my son here, Arrhenius, who's 26, and I've got another son, Colossus, as well. I do have some sisters, and they have children as well. So hopefully some of my nephews and cousins can have some children with them. So under the reign of Arrhenius Julius Libo, the war with Egypt will begin. Okay, let's go and do it then. I'll put in the description below as well the mods I'm using for this campaign. Just basically UI, texture mods, just to make things look a little bit nicer and aesthetically pleasing for the YouTube viewer. Okay, so we've got our claim. That'll be done on the 9th of February. Fantastic, against the Mad Queen. Also got to say another huge thank you to Paradox Interactive for sending me a copy of Imperator Rome and making this Let's Play possible. So we should be able to wrap up things here today for the Roman campaign. We'll be able to create what the Roman Empire was at their full flight. At their full might and flight. So there might be a couple minor discrepancies here and there. Like, for example, no Roman took Sweden. Is this Stockholm, or is it further north? I can't remember. Maybe that's modern day Stockholm, or is it further to the north? Sort of on the lagoons and whatnot. Okay, so let's declare war against Egypt. Now, for my own curiosity, are they going to be bringing anyone in? Oh, they're at war with Iberia. Really? Now, don't be mistaken for this wording of Iberia to be on the Iberian Peninsula, not Celt-Iberians ethnically wise. Oh, they're at war with Phrygia as well. Okay. So, the Iberian current king is of Persian culture and ethnicity, and an Anatolian Caucasian religion. Okay. Phrygia still doing their thing as well. I do believe the Egyptians are Hellenic, aren't they? Because they're technically Macedonian. Because that's what you forget. You think of Cleopatra as Egyptian ethnically, but she was ethnically Macedonian, wasn't she? And their religion is different to mine as well. Regardless, we're going to declare war upon the Egyptians here now and push for it. Let's go, gadgets. So let's get everyone here to, actually even you here in the south. So go on. Independent operations. Further in the north here as well. We'll allow you to do that as well. We will need some defenders around and whatnot. So my line is secure for now through my son Uranus and Cossus. I really wish in Imperator Rome you were able to rename your family members, because we haven't had a Caesar yet, and I don't think we ever will, because of just the way the family tree ended up, and it's also doesn't actually stack when you're a monarch either. Decisions wise as well, once we take the Greek cities occupied by Egypt, we're going to be able to institute a local capital in Corinth. So first up, we've got a fight here with the Egyptians. They aren't going to be fighting in the classic sort of Bronze Age units like in Total War Rome, the first one. So we're pushing against them here quite well. Minus 3% towards capitulation in their favour. Okay, so let's have a look at their army. So they have 213,000 archers, so we do outnumber them slightly. Camels wise, that's going to add a bit of a spice of variety for their units, allow them to roam freely. So we've got a couple of fights here. We have 41,000 here under the command of Samius, who is a part of our family, Hellenic, against those 25. Is there any more fights? So looks like Athens, the city of Athens, has been taken by the Romans. I've had my eyes on this territory in the south. Okay, so they've got a camels, which will add a bit of variety. Heavy cavalry-wise, we outnumber them 4-1. Heavy infantry, they've got 256,000. Horse archers-wise, they have that on us. They actually have more light cavalry than me, and light infantry. Hopefully, they don't sort of run us down, drag us away in the desert, and sort of skirmish cav us a bit. Oh, there was some child died. I should have read that. Oh, it was Cossus, my grandson and heir. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, so I'm Uranus Julius Libo 56. Uranus. Oh, the humanity. Okay. Also, 200,000. They have 90,000 war elephants. So, we do have our bread and butter, our core heavy infantry, archers and cavalry, and a navy, but you never know, with the additional beasts of camels, elephants, hopefully it doesn't cause too much of a concern. Right, we've got my navy down here. We should really rally up my entire navy. Like, get it to the port of Sicily. Try and get it further back down to the south. Why can't I move it around? Yeah. It's doing that weird stuttering thing. It did in the last episode. I think it's just because we're so far into our campaign. Yeah, it's doing... That's why it's not moving. It's actually frozen there. That's so weird. It's just loading so many entities, and like we're at a stage in the campaign where I had to like mod the time period because the game does end in vanilla in the script, so that could be it as well, which is a bit of a pain, but whatever. Okay, 41,000 here. We're dealing with the 8. We've lost 37,000 to their 47. We actually haven't lost a fight, technically, but hopefully it's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, so we seem to have... What's in there? Only 1,000. Crikey. If you can somehow push down and deal with that 24, that'd be good. And my stability's dropped a bit as well. Alright, sacrifice a piggy to get that up again. Okay, now my fleet should be here soon. Oh, good. We've actually finished all the religious advances in my technology. We've done a military, civic, still oratory is left. Okay, I'm going to bring my navy further south now. If I do have a spare commander, I would like to bring you in. If I could actually merge these, that would be better. Because I want... excuse me. One commander to push against them. So you push down to Syracuse, and then I'll get you to go with Hunt and Destroy. Because if we can block and sort of harass and raid their ships, that would be ideal. Oh, victory. We have victory. In the Battle of Klossama. Okay, negative modifiers, river crossing, dice roll as well. They brought a lot of war elephants and chariots there. Where was that? Oh, that was in the north. Oh, we dealt with that army. Fantastic. Yeah, it's just been a little bit of a pain, to be honest. I'm going to have to wait until it starts rolling again. The date. Okay, we've done quite well for now. We've got a couple of sieges rolling. Okay. We've managed to... Yep, the Olympics will be held. We've managed to take Greece. We're fighting 22,000 there. We're taking their territory sort of in the south here. In Tilius and in Pergamon. We're pushing through the center here. The Iberians are coming down to help, which is fantastic. Once we sort of take this northern part of Anatolia, we're going to be able to push further south. Most of the fighting, most of the dying will be within Egypt itself. We've actually sent an army here, flanking. That should work quite well. The 5th of June. Yes, we will not negotiate with slaves. That's always the cost, isn't it? Got a couple of armies here now. These should be on independent operations, and perhaps try and bring them over. A couple of those guys actually are as well. Okay, cool. Let's continue on with the initiative. We have lost a fight now. We've lost 60,000 to their 82. And we're doing alright for now. They've only lost one. Restored the temple. Okay, the Egyptians are currently 44% to capitulation. We've lost 213,000, and then there was 286. We're pushing quite well in the south. We've got a good fight going on here. 36,000 versus our 77. Another 3,000 here. They've actually stopped my conquest in the south. They've sent the garrison from Alexandria itself, 74. So, it might be an idea for me to quickly raise these mercenaries in the area. I don't know if that's going to help enough, so we'll see how we go. Maybe flanking from North Africa might be our best bet, because as you can see, there's millions of mercenaries looking for work and plunder. So, if we could get them to flank, that would be ideal. Okay, so there's a couple of oratory powers here that might be quite useful. None of these at the moment. Tributary, I don't even use vassals and stuff. Loyal states the same, but maybe behind these there might be some useful tech eventually. Okay, pretenders to the throne, that is fine. We're still doing quite well numerically, archers-wise. Heavy, and where is my fleet? My fleet should have arrived in Syracuse by now. It has. And allow you to go on Hunt and Destroy, yeah. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, I don't know why the game's doing this. Maybe it's because I'm recording at the same time, but it tends to stutter back and forth. As you see, it's just frozen then. Not entirely sure why, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. That's a little bit more time to the recording, but we might have to sort of chop and change throughout the episode. So there's only seems to be about 30,000 left here in the north. They seem to have more in the south. Well, we'll slowly but surely continue. Oh, good. We've had a couple of string of victories. However, already they seem to be taking back their territory. We do have the numbers further in the south there, which is good. It does look like Phrygia and some of the other factions are bringing forces further in the south, and they are still 46% to capitulation against the Egyptians. Pullo and Varenus going head to head at it again. Okay, further in the south, the Egyptians have answered. They've brought 92,000, another 82, 58. So they've seen my sort of plan to circumnavigate Pergamon, and sort of they're not even like sort of throwing forces up there or worrying about it. So I'll try and get my guys to just rapidly push down into South Anatolia. But this stuttering, man, is going to be the death of me. Such a pain. Don't know why it's sort of happening. I think it's just because of the late stage in the campaign. There it goes again, stuck on 12. And it doesn't matter if I drop the speed. I think it's just loading entities, which is quite... Whoa! I knew there was a slave revolt going on in my decisions because I never negotiate with slaves and give in to their sanctions there. But 120,000? Crikey. We've got forces there. Maybe they should deal with it firstly. So, we've lost the territory that we've quickly gained. They brought more forces in. Oh, maybe drawing them out into North Africa might be a play, but we'll see how we go. We're doing really well in Pergamon. They don't seem to be pushing us that well. Looks like the majority of the Egyptian force has gone with a counter-offensive, pushing into West Africa, but I guess we'll just sort of have to see how well they do. We are still very far away from the Nile River system, and we've still got most of Jerusalem and Syria and Israel and whatnot to take. Rightio guys, welcome back. So, unfortunately I've had to skip ahead a little bit and finish off the war with Egypt. We're getting to the stage in the save and the campaign where the save file is slowly but surely starting to degrade. As you could tell, like, it was like it would play for 30 seconds and then it would freeze for a minute. So I've had to quickly skip ahead and finish off Egypt. And I thought on that note, it's probably time to finish this Roman campaign here today and move on to another, because I don't think we're going to be able to go to war with the Seleucids or the Indians. I'll keep the save file here, but it is currently the 10th of July, 112 CE. And we've taken the entirety of Egypt. Now we'll recap the campaign and some of the overviews and stuff. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching the Roman campaign. Really do appreciate all the support from humble beginnings. We started off in the small city here in Rome with our port city of Ostia. And now we have the entirety of Dacia, Scandinavia, France, Egypt, Spain, North Africa, and now Egypt. The last emperor we had was Aruns Julius Libo, his father before him Colossus, all the way back to the first Julii with Lucius, and then our first emperor with Julius Lucius Libo. And there was the unbroken line, and it looks like in the future there's a lot more Julii to come. Aruns is my son and heir, and he's got some daughters as well. I believe my brother is like third in line now as well. Cossus here is Agrippa's here as well. Celius, my brother, is currently fourth in line for the throne. Government-wise as well, you're most welcome to pause and have a look at your Roman campaign once you finished it. Here's my military traditions as well. Only a couple more to go. Tech-wise, we've completed the tree. Religion-wise, not much has changed. Economy-wise, diplomacy, decisions. We built the Lighthouse of Alexandria. And we also instituted that thing in Corinth, finally. Unfortunately, we haven't gone through divine sanction here. Few are in denial that Aruns Julius Libo is blessed. It follows, therefore, that such divine heritage can only be the property of a divine. So, what this does, it gives you some really nice buffs. You can bring in the imperial cult in your monarchy, and the ruler reigns for life. It kind of reminds me of in CK2, where you can make your faction leader immortal. As you can see here, we need someone to have Charisma 8, Finesse 8, Martial and Zeal. Quite high, 8, 8, 8 and 10. And then we can enact Divine Divinity. So, at the moment, he's got the Martial. Hasn't quite got the Finesse, Charisma or Zeal. And neither does his son. So, if we were to bring that in, it would be quite hard of the dice roll there, quite lucky. So then that would be a truly divine person. Looking at our score, as you can see, 9,000, look at that, 92,000, just shy of it. And there's only a couple more factions left, the Seleucids and the Indians. The bottom half there has been split. But the Seleucid Empire has pushed north and taken some Bactrian territory, and they are still quite strong. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. All hail Aruns Julius Lucius Libo, the conqueror of Egypt. So this is the finale of the Roman campaign. Thanks for watching. I'm going to move on to more Imperator Rome content in the future, and also wrap up my current series that I'm running as well. So let me know if you would like to see another Imperator Rome Let's Play on the channel. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.